moving round in circles like it's chapstick, and that's the same as circle way of thinking that we chat with. We'll wrap this around your head like the bandanas fabulous used to wrap his hats with. Rather be in beds instead of National Geographics. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good people. My name is Martini Moda, and welcome to my channel. If this is the first time, if you're returning, welcome again. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, comment, share this video. Otherwise, welcome to my continuing series that I've been doing. This is called Letters from a Nut. It's letters I read every day from this book over here. Most of the letters are amusing, hilarious, fun, also inquisitive, and inspiring, I guess, because it's been a while since I've written a letter, and I had, I don't know, I feel like lost the mojo, lost the confidence of writing a letter. Felt, you go a long time without doing something, riding a bicycle, riding a car, using a computer. You kind of doubt your skills a little bit, and this book has really helped to see like you can write a letter to anyone and usually get a response, especially if they never get letters. Most people don't get letters these days, and it's if it's an important person, a big corporation, your favorite football coach, basketball coach, athlete, anything like that. Anyway, today's letter from Mr. Ted L. Nancy was written September 6th, 1995, and it was written to the American Hawaii Cruises. The address 550 Kenny Street, San Francisco, California 94108. And this is what Mr. Nancy wrote down. Dear American Hawaii Cruise executives, I and my companions would like to book a cruise on American Hawaii Cruises. We are planning our fall cruise schedule now. We are 3 gentlemen traveling, friends only, that are considered a group for traveling purposes, but not a group for other purposes. Our problem? We have a disability that I would like to bring to your attention. Myself and my 3 companions, asterisk, suffer from Tourette's syndrome. We have the highest level, the most severe form of the disease. Let me tell you, it's not easy. There can be embarrassments from this at times. I can control the disease in written communication by using the asterisk key when I feel the urge to spew out a slew of obscenities. Vocally, I cannot. When traveling, we try to be the least embarrassing to this situation, like around elders, etc. But it's not always easy. I would appreciate any courtesies you can give myself and my fellow travelers regarding what we can do or expect regarding the shouting of obscenities. I have always enjoyed American Hawaii cruises from hearing about them. It is, asterisk, the kind of cruise I would like to go on. We all need to get away a little. Please let me know, American Hawaii, asterisk, what can be done to possibly control the situation? At least let the crew know. If you feel this would disrupt your cruise, some people are always going on a romantic cruise, so I can understand. Then we'll arrange some other form of fall enjoyment. I can understand your position. We'd love to take our cruise. Thank you. Sincerely, Ted L. Nancy. New viewers, I hope you've subscribed. Returning viewers, I hope you liked that. The new viewers, I have a mantra, or maybe it's something that I've learned from reading all these letters, is a letter should include, at least most letters that I've read. He's written, Mr. Nancy has written all kinds of letters in here. And all of them, he usually includes something personal about himself. On this one, among the ones that stand out the most is I learned, and we all learned that he has Tourette's syndrome. I didn't know he had Tourette's syndrome. He hasn't mentioned it in any of his letters. And on this letter, we also learned that he likes to go on cruises. And he's got three buddies who also have Tourette's, and they go on a cruise together. That has to be one hell of a company to keep right there. Anyway, 14 days later, September 20th, 1995, American Hawaii Cruises. There it is. You can see it. Yep. Wrote back to Mr. Ted L. Nancy. And this is what they wrote back. Dear Mr. Nancy, I am in receipt of your letter dated September 6, 1995. I am pleased to know that you and traveling companions are considering American Hawaii cruises for your fall vacation. However, I regret to inform you that our sailings for the remainder of 1995 are currently full. Thank you for your inquiry. Cordially, Linda Heckman, Vice President, Passenger Services. Good people, there you go. That is the letter for today. Mr. Ted L. Nancy got his reply back. American Hawaii cruises are very prompt, I'd say. Like 14 days ain't bad. 2 weeks to reply to a letter. And they're probably a really busy company. Receive a lot of requests, complaints, all kinds of information that they have to respond to. So they responded to Mr. Nancy and told them they could not be accommodated. All their cruises were filled. Anyway, thank you for watching, good people. And as always, I usually end these videos with something personal about myself. And I had written down something. I thought my memory was gonna be better, serve me better than it does. I remembered. I was gonna tell you about one of my favorite books ever. Like one of the my videos recently, I revealed to you like I'm a college dropout, and after I dropped out of college and then decided to move. I used to live in Georgia, and then around 2013, my life had hit like rock bottom with lies upon lies that I had been telling myself, my family, my friends. And when I hit rock bottom, I decided to kind of move to a new place, a different place, try to get try to get my head right, try to get myself right. And one of the things I decided to do was to read, start reading whatever it was, like books, mostly like novels, especially. Start reading them, and I don't know, I just felt attracted to sci-fi, science fiction, fantasy books. And it was during that period that I came across probably one of my favorite books ever. It's the Foundation series by Isaac Asimov. It's a really, really good series. And I remember I was at the library at this time or somewhere I was reading about a series of books. The original, there's about 7 or 6 of them. I can't remember. But the originally there was a for Hugo Award and for the best book of the last century or something like that. And the Foundation, the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, the Lord of the Rings. And it ended up defeating the Lord of the Rings. And I was reading this and I was like, whoa, I had heard of the Lord of the Rings. I had tried to read the Lord of the Rings. I've only read The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings books. I couldn't really get into them. But people have talked so many good things about Lord of the Rings. And I was surprised I had never heard about the Foundation series. I had heard about Asimov, but I hadn't paid much attention to him. But I decided to go to the library. I picked up the first Foundation book and I started reading. It starts off slow. I can remember. I've read it about twice now, 2, 3 times. At least the first book I've read about 2, 3 times. And I can remember it starts off a little bit slow, but to me it was intriguing enough to finish the book, which is no, it's not a short book. It's a long novel, maybe a few hundred pages, 300-400 pages, and I couldn't wait to read the next one. I couldn't wait to read the next one after that. That's how good it was, and it's about this. It takes place in the future, about maybe 50,000 after humanity has started traveling in space, 50,000 years about. And we've gone all across the galaxy, settled in different planets and stuff. And there's a galactic human empire in the Milky Way, and it's crumbling. And so this novel takes place when this empire has already reached its peak, and now it's crumbling, going down. And it's about this one scientist dude who tries to save civilization or demise the fall of it. And it's a really good book, good series of books. Anyway, that's my personal thing about myself today. My favorite book, one of my favorite books, the Foundation series. Oh, the other book that I really loved was Alexandra Dumas' The Count of Monte Cristo. Like I read the Count of I had read a little bit more, watched the Three Musketeers, and then I've attempted to read it, but it wasn't until I read the Count of Monte Cristo. Like, that book really inspired me about getting stuff done. Good people, it's mostly about it's a book about revenge. This dude who gets done in by his friends and stuff has to go serve time in prison, coming back with a bunch of wealth that he's acquired, and decides to re- revenge on his friends. Anyway, thank you for watching. Join me tomorrow, and I'll be reading from the same book. And this tomorrow's letter is going to be to the Boulders Resort in Arizona. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Adios. Stay healthy. Stay well. Stay positive. Have a positive mindset. Otherwise, adios.